Va, 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 va. Hello and welcome back to the IWBF YouTube channel. We're here live from Guadalajara, the Palacio Unisport, something along those lines. Anyway,
I believe in you.
We're live. We're in Spain. It's been a really exciting women's repechage tournament so far. We had a great game this morning. We saw Germany face up against Angola. They came out on top. But now it's Thailand. They're facing Spain. I'm Isha Naya. I'm alongside Siobhan Fitzpatrick. Siobhan, what are we going to make of this game?
Yeah, I think it's really difficult. Obviously, we don't see Thailand too much competing again at a tournament of this level and calibre. We have just watched their warm-up and they do seem to be strong in terms of their ability to score, their ability to play in different units. As for Spain, I think they'll be doing absolutely everything to come out on top and get this first win under their belts as they look to then qualify for the World Championships. They're also, for some of them, might be local to this area as well, home court potentially for some of them as well. So as you can see, there's a few more people in the crowd. And yeah, hopefully it'll be another fantastic game for the first day of the tournament.
Yeah, definitely. It's been a great day. Yeah, just as we hear the Spanish ladies over there coming out of their huddle, stepping out onto the floor. And let's take a look at our starters before that opening jump ball. And for Spain, it will be Lourdes Ortega at number 4. Number 8, it's Bay Zader. At number 9, we have Sara Revoluta. 13, it will be Vicky Villanaro. And at number 55, it will be Isa Lopez. For Thailand now, it'll be Marissa at number 7, at number 8, Natnapa at number 10, Pimjay at number 12, Sawalak at 13, Werida. So, team stepping out onto the floor now, getting ready for that jump ball, and it will be Lopez up against Pimjay. And a bit of a crowd starting to build here as well.
Yeah, and I think, it's always difficult when the first game tips as early as it did this morning to get that crowd in. So it is great to see some German fans, some Spanish fans and some other, supporting the wheelchair basketball here for this repechage tournament.
Yeah, as we're underway, Spain come up with the ball off the opening tip, but it's stolen by Thailand. Natnapa with that steal, and now be Pimjay bringing it up. Pimjay finds Marissa inside. Marissa out on the wing. Can't get that one to drop. Can Natnapa, but it will be a Spanish ball.
Yeah, great opening play there by Thailand to force Spain into an early turnover and get a good offensive look as well.
There's a player just helped up there on the other end of the court. So it will be Spain's ball. As Villarino bring it up now. Zader has it. Looks like she's about to line up for a shot there. Nice little dump off there into Villarino, and it is Vicky Villarino who kicks off the game scoring.
Yeah, fantastic two-man gameplay there by both of them. Veterans of the Spanish team.
As Thailand have it now. Some great ball movement there from Thailand.
I think that's something that Thailand are going to have as an advantage for Spain, is their speed in their chair. Spain are a fantastic half-court team, but with their two taller players on, may struggle a little bit with speed. Great to see Thailand there getting that fast break and getting their first 2 points on the board. Yeah,
Natnapa just getting it done for Thailand. So, Spain have it now. Long pass inside there. It is picked off though by Thailand, and now they'll have a chance to break. Thailand have it. Natnapa over to Pimjay, but a foul is called. No, apologies, 8-second violation is called. So some great defense there from Spain.
Yeah, I think Spain are going to be slightly disappointed with their opening of this game. Again, nerves of the first game, bit of a crowd, lots of music, aggressive horns. So there's a lot going on for them as well. hopefully they'll settle into this first quarter nicely now as they do get their first 8-second violation against Thailand.
So Lopez has it. Lopez over to Zadair. Zadair lining up for a shot, and she sinks that one. Nothing but net. Great way.
Zadair definitely a player that she's had MVPs. She's been All-Star 5s up against mixed league basketball here in the Spanish league. Definitely a player to watch throughout this whole tournament.
Yes, referees just stopping the game there just to fix the shot clock error there. So Thailand will retain possession, as they'll have 21 seconds to get something up here. Marissa over to Saulak. Saulak inside to Vereda. Finds a cutting Marissa. She can't get that one to fall, but Spain clean it up. Villarano. Lopez has it. Lopez long pass over to Zadair. Zadair now. She's seen what's available. Zadair looking for Lopez inside. A little too high on that one. But not bad offense, is it?
No, Spain are doing a good job at being, getting to the right positions. They're just not being clinical enough to start this game. I do think that they will settle into that as the game does progress. But Thailand, fantastic team. Basketball being played. As we saw in the first game as well, just an off-court violation there. The lines do look clearer on the live stream for you guys at home. But here in the venue, it isn't quite clear where the lines are on the floor. So I think there might be a couple of more of those to come for every team this tournament.
So yeah, it will be a Spanish ball, a Spain's ball, apologies. They'll look to pass it in and extend their lead. Spain currently up 4 points to 2. Zadair has it. Zadair. She's letting her teammates set things up, but she sells on a shot and she sinks that one. Nothing but net through the contact. Big and one play from here, so she'll take a trip to the line.
Yeah, she's one of those players, if she gets hot, which she looks like she's going to this morning, she'll be the dominant force for Spain.
Yeah, I mean, Zadair, as you say, player, a lot of experience, as MVPs to her name, and she sinks the free throw, converting the and one. So Thailand will look to answer.
Yeah, great defense there by Ortega to draw that foul from Thailand. Unfortunate call there, she was ball-handed, and it can be difficult to then stop your chair when you have got the ball in your hand. But clever defense there by the Spanish one-pointer to draw that foul.
Yeah, so timeout is called by Thailand. So teams will have a minute. Apologies at home for the loud shot clock going on. But we'll listen to Spain.
Seguir reforzando el Manao, seguir insistiendo el Manao. Están dentro de la pintura, y aún así, la rubia te ha metido 2 veces a ti, 1 vez a ti, seguir. Y si no, el lado débil, el segundo tren, por línea de fondo, ¿vale? Has tirado los 3 tiros, has metido los 2 tiros, fenomenal, pero ten en cuenta que está arriba. Vale, pues fenomenal, ok. Lo que me importa es que metamos canasta. Venga, vamos.
And for my limited Spanish knowledge there, I think Victor Ramos, the coach, was telling them to keep getting a man out on Thailand. When they were doing that in the first couple of possessions, they were getting that easy layup inside the key. So if they can continue, as you see straight out of the timeouts, stopping a Thailand play, getting back into defence, so they do have a numerical advantage then going into their offence.
Yeah, so coming out of timeout now, it will be Spain's ball. So Ortega will bring it up back to Zadair. Zadair will be the one to handle the ball. Zadair. Time running down on the shot clock. Finds Lopez. Lopez has it. Looking for some space. Back to Zadair. Zadair round to Villarano, and she sinks that one. Great ball move there from Spain. So Nat Nepal has it now. Just allowing a teammate set up. Finds Pimjai on the wing. Pimjai inside there to Orissa, and she sinks that one. Bucket for bucket out there at the moment.
Yeah, really impressed by Thailand's start here with their speed, their ability to pass the ball inside the key. And I don't think Spain were necessarily expecting them to start out as strong as they have in this first quarter.
Yeah, so Spain wastes no time in getting that one off. Lopez can't get to full though. It is secured though by Pimjai. So Thailand look to break. Pimjai over to Natnapa.
And she managed to tip herself out of a chair there, which is a talent not all players can do.
So ball just knocked out of bounds there, or just dropped out of bounds. As she'll be helped up off the court, and Spain will have the ball. Spain have it. Ortega over to Zadair. Zadair, background to Villaro. She sinks that one. And I mean, for Vicky Villarano at the moment, just feels like she can't miss.
Yeah, really comfortable on that side of the key as well, taking all of her shots from that side, getting into the position. Great effort from her in the first 4.5 minutes this first quarter.
Yes, Larissa has it on the wing, over to Natnapa, and she sinks that one. Some great shooting out on display at the moment. So Spain can look to answer. They currently lead by 5. Just over 5 minutes left to go in this first quarter of action. As Ortega has it, swings it round to Zadair. Zadair, nice little bounce pass inside there to Lopez. She can't get the finish, and it's cleaned up by Marissa. Thailand just giving Spain no room out there at the moment. As Marissa finds Sawalak inside. Sawalak can't get that one to drop, but Lopez secures it. And it feels like the game's being played at a really fast pace at the moment. Yeah,
both teams really dominating this first quarter. Really impressed by Thailand's ability to drive to basket. She couldn't get it to drop there, but definitely
somehow manages to get that one to go. Big bucket there from Isa Lopez.
Yeah, I'm glad she was given the one there. Sometimes referees may say no basket. She was in the act of shooting when she was fouled, so great finish there, and she will now go to the line for one.
Yeah, so Spain currently up 13 points to 6, but the game certainly out there feels really close at the moment. So B. Lopez, apologies, Isa Lopez, another really experienced player out there. She's played in a few Paralympics in London 2012 and in Paris as well, alongside in Tokyo. As referees, I think we're having a review
to see if it was an and one basket. Yeah, and that's something that's been brought into wheelchair basketball in the kind of the last 2 years or so. A bit like VAR with football, it does give the referees the opportunity to see if the foul was before, if it was an offensive foul. It's hard to see there. It does look like the Thai player was sat still and that the Spanish player did drive into her.
Yeah, so obviously as referees now just reviewing this call, we have the dramatic music going on as well. Everything's happening out there. Also gives the coaches the time just to talk with their players. And basket is waved off, so basket won't count, but Lopez will still get 2 free throws, as the foul was before she got the shot off, before the whistle was called.
It's a difficult call, and I definitely wouldn't want to be, a referee of a tournament of this caliber, but I can see it from both sides of the frustration. Hopefully she can knock down these 2 points now.
As first one is short, so she'll have another chance to extend Spain's lead. They are currently up by 5 points. 11 points to 6. Can't get the second. Is rebounded, missed again. Lopez gets it again. Somehow, finally manages to clean it up.
So she does get her 2 points eventually.
Yeah. So Thailand now looking to answer. Natnapa has it. Natnapa over to Pimjai. Pimjai will settle on the shot. It was a good look, but can't get it to drop.
Good look, maybe slightly a little bit too early in the shot clock.
Lopez long pass over to Villarino, and she sinks that one. Great break there from Spain. Natnapa again controlling the ball for Thailand.
Yes, but Spain really trying hard to do a high line pressure defense, but Thailand are able to break it with their speed. They just can't get their shots to drop at the moment.
Yeah, there's a backwards pass there from Lopez, but it's managed to be picked up by Natnapa. Ball does go out of bounds though. So Spain
risky
will
doing a
take
backwards
possession.
pass.
Just a little bit. But Spain will have possession now. So it'll be Zader passing it in for them. They'll just over 3 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in this first quarter. As Zader has it on the wing. Zader looking for Lopez inside. Can't get it to go though. So Thailand can look for a quick one. Pimjai take all the time in the world, settles for that shot, and she gets that one to fall. Villarino. Zader has it down low. She settles on the shot. Not good that time. Lopez there to clean it up. Can't get it to drop. Gets her own rebound again though. Settles again, but still can't get it to fall. Another rebound by Lopez, and she finally gets it to fall.
I mean, more stats on the sheet.
She does. I mean, she's just not giving up out there at the moment. Great hustle from her.
She'll
not giving up on the play.
As well that she missed those open looks.
Definitely.
And Thailand turnover.
As we'll see some substitutions for Spain. And it'll be Lucia Ramo checking in for the first time alongside Michelle Navarro. So Spain will have the ball. They'll have a fresh 14 to get something off. They're currently up by 9 points. They'll look to add on and crack into that double-digit lead. Zader driving in. Nice little dump off there. Can't get it to drop. But offensive foul is called on Villarino.
Yeah, a little bit too aggressive there with her cutting into the key. Offensive foul called on her. Spain is setting up on their defense at the halfway line to try and stop Thailand getting into their half court. But with a couple of the Thailand players' speed, they are able to break it down.
Yeah, so we'll also see some substitutions for Thailand as we see Powerati check in for the first time alongside Pontip. So Thailand have it now. They trail by 9. Larissa over to Saulak. Back to Larissa. Larissa can't get to drop that time, but Spain secure the ball. Zader looking to push for a break here. Might have to slow things down, and she does. Finds Villarino inside. Settles on that shot, but is fouled. And for Thailand, when the Spanish players get inside, what can they do to kind of prevent that?
I think it's difficult when there's a height difference, but I do think it's more of a case of pushing their defense out wider to stop them getting the cuts in the middle. They know that their forwards are going to be big and aggressive and wanting to cut in. Can they force some of their lower pointers to take the points? Or can they afford it? Well, they can afford at this stage of the game to give up a couple of fouls, send them to the line, and make them score that way. I mean, she's hit both of them, so she's probably not the player you want to be sending to the line.
Yeah, but as we know, we have seen some of the Spanish players miss some free throws this quarter, so it's not the worst idea in the world. So, just under 2 minutes to go here in this first quarter now. Thailand have it. Larissa drives in, but ball is stripped by Ramo. Spain will look to break. Rodriguez. Apologies, Navarro. Villarino has it inside. Can't get the line on that one. Gets it on rebound though and cleans up. And she's just been a force inside, hasn't she?
Yeah, very dominant inside. Pretty much getting any shot that she wants at the moment. So, you know, good for her to get that confidence as she does progress throughout this tournament. As for Thailand, what can they do to potentially stop her from getting those easy looks inside the key?
Yeah, it was Marissa has it now. Settled on the shot. Off the side of the rim. And foul is called. That time it will be on Thailand. So Spain will keep possession. 55 seconds left to go in this first quarter now. Thailand trail by 13 and we are into the bonus. So Spain will take a trip to the line.
Yeah, so for those viewers at home that may not know, for any fouls now that are given, Spain will go to the line because Thailand are in team fouls. You are only allowed to do 5 fouls before you are then in team fouls.
As Zadeh sinks the first one.
I don't think the score at the moment, again, necessarily reflects how well Thailand have been playing in this first quarter at all.
Definitely. Well, we can speak more about that after this quarter, but for now, 48 seconds left to go. As Natnapa has it inside, but offensive foul is called. And it's great position there from the Spanish defense.
See some of the Thai players getting slightly aggressive towards the referees about some of the decisions that are being called. I do like to see some passion as they want to win this game just as much. But unfortunately, when the referee does make a decision, then that decision 9 times out of 10 is the correct one.
Yes, Zadeh has it. Zadeh driving in, finds a way to the basket, makes that tough layup. So Thailand can look to answer. They can play with the clock a bit here. Around 2 seconds between shot and game clock. As Natnapa has it on the wing. Natnapa trying to find some space. Over to Orissa. Orissa finds Saulak. Back inside there to Orissa. Can't get it to fall that time, but Spain can have a chance to break. They've got 5 seconds. Zadeh, she gets that one off in time as the buzzer sounds for the end of the quarter. So, end of the first quarter. Spain are currently up 26 points to 8, but I mean, that quarter certainly, the score doesn't really reflect it, does it?
No, Thailand have really come out dominant with their speed and getting some great shot opportunities with some dropping and some just not getting that lucky roll.
Vale, Manau, Bea, Alun, Nai, Corres, Carmen, al lado de Evi, Rubia, Isa, Manau por aquí, ¿vale? Si prefieres meterle el segundo pick o te quedas abierto para el tiro, tú eliges, ¿vale? En defensa, estamos en 1 si hay canasta. 1 si hay canasta. Si no, nos vamos a 3. A partir de ahí, importante, si en la pantalla hay un 1, haced trap. Las dos, salgo. Y el centro se queda. Que me ha dado varios pases al centro, o un par de cortes por el centro, cuando no hace falta. ¿Tenemos claro? Sí. Mantenemos la energía y la intensidad, vamos.
So, yeah, I mean, as you're saying, the quarter score doesn't actually reflect how the game's played out, has it?
No, absolutely not. And I think Spain have also made some mistakes. They've had some turnovers and things like that. They are just getting some easier baskets inside the key. Their forwards really dominating. Anzadeh showcasing why she is MVP so often and why she does make the All-Star 5 team as well. But for me, a really strong first quarter. The scoreboard isn't necessarily reflecting how well Thailand have entered this game. And hopefully now, when they've had a little bit of a pause and a chat to their coach, got their nerves out of the way, they can be a little bit more settled in their offensive approach as well.
Yeah, so leading the way from both sides, it is Vicky Villarino. with 12 points. She's leading the way on 71% from the field, so some great shooting from her so far. As it will be Thailand's ball to start off this second quarter of action. They trail by 18. Just had to give a pause for that buzzer there. So, Marissa has it to start off the quarter. Round to Natnipa. Finds a cutting pawn tip inside. Can't get that one to drop, but that's a good look for them. Spain can now break. Zader. She has some space. Finds Lopez on the top though. Lopez back inside to Rodriguez. And a foul is called.
Yeah, really unfortunate by Thailand not to get that pick and roll layup to go into the basket. And then unfortunately then giving up a foul and sending another Spanish player to the line for 2.
Yeah, they couldn't really ask for a better start, could they, to this second quarter?
No, absolutely not. And I think that's really important for Thailand's development as well. Like, I've followed them over the last few years, and to see their growth today, even in the first quarter, has been absolutely fantastic. So I think they'll just use this tournament to really grow and develop their basketball.
As another foul is called, so this time it'll be Lopez taking a trip to the line. But first we will see some substitutions for Thailand. So we'll see Noparat check into the game for the first time, with Pimjai checking back into the game. And Lopez will have her 2 shots. And Issa Lopez, very experienced player. You know, she's won Eurocup 1 and is a Coppa Italia champ. And she sinks the first one. And she'll certainly has been showing that experience out there on the court today.
Yeah, and I think that might be the difference between the likes of Spain and Thailand, is because Spain have so much more experience playing at a tournament at this level, both within their build-up to a tournament and when they're here.
Again, Saulak had a lane there, but Spain able to catch up. Saulak trying to find some space now. Finds Barati. She gets the shot off, can't get it to drop though. There's player just getting helped up on the other end of the court. So it will be Spain's ball.
She's loving it. I love when team members of staff absolutely love their chance to shine on the court as well.
Yeah, Patal, every time someone goes down, she's the first one there ready to help. There's a foul is called on the other end though, on Thailand. So it will be Spain's ball on the sideline. They'll have 15 seconds to get something off here. So Zader has some space, thought about the shot, but she'll try to get deeper. Nice little dump up there inside to Hernandez. Can't get it to drop though. Thailand secure the ball. Foul is called. That time the foul is on Issa Lopez. So Thailand will keep possession from the baseline. They'll see if they can get something up on the other end now. Marissa. Over to Pimjai. A little too heavy on that one. So Spain can look to capitalise. Yeah. Waste no time in getting that pass inside to Lopez. Lopez takes that one up. Can't get the line on it though. So it is Ortega who has it. Back out to Zader. Zader drive inside. Nice little reverse layup there. I mean, what a bucket that was by Zader.
She's just absolutely loving. She's lapping up the kind of showboating type play, really showcasing her talent. And it's lovely to see her just enjoying her basketball.
Yeah, I mean, Spain certainly getting done on both ends of the floor at the moment. Zadair with the steal. Nice little dump off to Lopez, and Lopez gets the finish.
Yeah, this is definitely the Spanish start and that they expected to do in the first quarter. I think they were just a bit nervous, and they had the opening ceremony, they split up their warm, so there's lots of other components, but they've been able to regroup with the start of the second quarter and come out really strong.
Yes, Thailand able to get the ball over the halfway line that time. Noparat managed to get the shot off. Couldn't get the first one to drop, got her own rebound and is fouled on the putback. So she'll take a trip to the line now. As we'll see some substitutions. As Pater checks into game for the first time. And it feels at the moment kind of like Spain have just taken it to that next level, haven't they?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it was the start that everyone was expecting in the first quarter. But sometimes first game nerves, like I said, they had the opening ceremony as well that disrupted their warm-up. Not making excuses for them, but it is components of the that can affect them. But I think Coach Ramos has really showed them, spoken to them and said, look, just play your basketball, get a man out, play your sets, and they've started the second quarter much more like the Spanish side that we're used to watching.
Yeah, they certainly have. As Noparat managed to get the free throw at the other end, and Lopez gets a nice little lay there, just adding on to that total. And Spain now just continuing to add on to their lead. They're putting on their defensive pressure, and then they're capitalising on the other end. So it's just as players helped up off the floor there. And Thailand will have an opportunity to get something off on the other end. So Parati over to Pater. Pater has it, but backcourt violation is called. Oh, apologies, never mind. Backcourt violation isn't called.
Oh, good job that the coach there questioned that. And he is getting passionate towards the referees. The referees are telling him to calm down, but when a place at the World Championships are at stake, I can totally understand why he is getting passionate with little nuances within this game as well.
Definitely is. Parati has it now. Sells in the shot, can't get it to drop, but Pataramon is there to get the rebound. And great ball movement there from Thailand. Parati able to get the shot up, but shot clock violation is called. Spain are off to the races. And who else other than Zadair at the other end, ready to get the layup. Can't get it to drop, but a foul is called.
She did nearly take out the cameraman then as well, so that'd be quite interesting. Good job he was on a wheelie chair. But no, really good effort there by Thailand. Back in their court, they had some opportunities. Unfortunately, they're just not dropping. They are overshooting, which is sometimes a better place to be because then they can just take a little bit of power off them and hopefully see some more drops. But as for Zadair, she misses the first, but doesn't look very happy that she has missed that first, but she is human. She is allowed to miss.
Yes, can't get the second to drop either. So Thailand will have it. They can look to push. Saulak looking for a lane here. Makes a pass inside there. Over to Pimjai. Can't get it to drop though, but Lopez will look to push for Spain. Lopez. She has it on the wing. Trying to find some space. Strong pass over to Hernandez. Hernandez to Zadair. Zadair's going to have to get something up. Oh, nice little pass there into a cutting Hernandez. Can't get it to drop. Lopez does clean it up though. Will the basket count? No basket.
Big call there by the referee.
Yeah. I mean, ball didn't hit the rim, but there was a lot going on there, wasn't there?
Yeah, I think sometimes that can happen, but the referee did make the right decision. With the horn helps her as well. If the horn's going off, it means it is a shot clock violation.
Yeah, it's very hard to miss. As Pimjai has it for Thailand. Pimjai in the corner, looking for a shot. Sells on that one, nothing but net.
Fantastic finish there.
And sometimes it's just as a team, when one shot falls, it's kind of like, you know, the next one starts to fall. Sometimes you just need
take
to
the
see a
cling film
teammate.
off and just get their confidence ready for them to go. And they did so well in the kind of the first 5 minutes of the first quarter. They've gone away a little bit from their speed. Maybe they've been a little bit pushed back by Spain's defence. But hopefully now that one shot will allow them to get some more points on the board.
Yes, Zadair wastes no time on that one. Doesn't drop for her that time. But offensive foul is called on Thailand.
Yeah, unfortunately, if your back wheels come off the floor, it's no real other call than offensive.
Yeah, so that one will be on Pimjai. But we will see some substitutions for Spain. As Michelle Navarro will check into the game alongside just a lot of players that are going out there at the moment. Alongside Eva, Sebastian, and Vicky Villarino. So, Spain have it. They'll have 14. Ortega. Round to Hernandez. Hernandez has space. Villarino. And shot clock violation is called.
2 shot clock violations now for Spain.
And I mean, Carmen Hernandez out there at the moment, just 13 years old, able to get this experience.
Yeah, absolutely madness. Fair play to her to be able to be of a good enough standard to get selected for a national senior team at the age of 13. She definitely doesn't look out of place there on the court at all.
Yeah, she's certainly not shying away as Villarino looks to push now. Finds Ortega at the top. Ortega looking for the pass inside, but Thailand get hands on it. And fouls called that time. And there's been a lot of fouls called this game, but it just goes to show the intensity that both sides are playing at.
Yeah, definitely intensity. And also how much it means to them. Sometimes you can be a little bit too aggressive when you're passionate about wanting to get the ball and wanting to gain possession and get a turnover from the other team. Because there's a World Championship place, on the line here for this week for them.
Yeah, so Thailand just looking to add on to their total. They have it. And ball's knocked out of bounds, but they will retain possession. They'll have 11 seconds to get something off here. Saulak to pass it in. Finds Parati. Over to Pimjai. Long pass over. Can't get it to drop though. Can Saulak, so Spain caught with the ball. Foul is called, offensive foul called on Spain. So Thailand will now get possession.
As the commentator, I will stay neutral on that scene, but I can understand why the Spanish coach is getting frustrated because it was 2 Spanish players and then the player from Thailand going into the gap. So I'd have thought it had been her foul. But the referees clearly saw something different.
Yeah, so Thailand will have a fresh 14 to get something off, as we just saw. Warisa and Natnapad check back into the game. So, just over 4 minutes left in this second quarter of action, as Warisa has it at the top, looking to add to Thailand's total. Warisa. Over to Natnapad. Finds Pimjai, but can't get anything off in the end there. And there's another shot clock violation. And
yeah, Thailand are doing really good at getting the shots, finally getting into the correct position. If they had 26 seconds on the shot clock rather than 24. Unfortunately, they are just taking a little bit too long to recognise the shot clock to get that shot off a little bit earlier.
Yeah, so Hernandez bringing it up for Spain, the 13-year-old. Hernandez trying to find some space. Over to Ortega at the top. Ortega wastes no time in that one. Really unfriendly bounce out though. So Saulak secures it. Long pass over to the wing as Warissa looks to bring it up. Over to Nopara. Thailand can look to break. Finds Natnapa. Natnapa inside. All the time in the world, but another unfriendly roll on that one. But that's a good look for her.
Honestly, they're getting some fantastic looks. A bit similar to Angola this morning as well. They're getting really good looks. They just don't seem to be dropping for whatever reason. But not many of the teams outside of York play on the Shaoli baskets. They are slightly different touch of the backboard compared to traditional baskets as well. So a lot of different components for these teams to learn and develop. And hopefully as they progress through this week, they'll get used to those baskets as well.
Yes. Ball just bounced out of bounds that one, but 8-second violation was called earlier on that one. So it will be Spain ball, but we'll see some substitutions for Thailand as we see Vikanda checking for them. So it's around 3 minutes left to go in this second half. Spain currently lead 33-11. Hernandez on the top. Some tough D from Thailand here, but Hernandez managed to find some space. Finds Valerino back inside to Hernandez, but another shot clock violation is called.
Yeah, great defense there by Thailand to force Spain into a couple of shot clock violations now. Let's hope now they can capitalise on getting a stop and getting a score down their end this time round.
Yes. Warissa now will look to set things up. Thailand, they'll get a shot off there, but it's no good from Pimjai that time. So Spain will set things up on the other end. And ball does go out of bounds. I mean, it's almost like this. Even things like the lines can really affect when you're out there, can't they?
Lighting, lines, 3 referees, a crowd. There's so many different components, which is absolutely fantastic. For lots of different players, though, that may not have had this much experience. First game, first day, early in the morning.
There's Natnapat off the back rim on that one. So Navarro looking to push, but is intercepted by Thailand. Wikamda gets a hand on that one, and it will be Pimjai who settles on the shot that time. She gets that one to sink.
Yeah, really nice to see her taking that extra half a second composure to knock down 2 points for her team.
So Spain on the other end. Hernandez trying to find Navarro inside. Just a little bit too heavy on that time, but a timeout is called. Spain will look to talk things over.
Mitch siempre cruza campo, siempre. Carmen siempre recibe el balón. Vigo, haces los man-outs junto con Eva. Y Lourdes me vas a ayudar a subir el balón junto con Carmen, ¿vale? Carmen, cuando juguemos centro, busca siempre esta acción. Te bloquea la rubia, te vienes para acá, segundo bloqueo, te vienes para el fondo y en vez de buscar el pase a continuación, busca el centro con Lourdes, que está liberada ahí, ¿vale? Si que están apretando y pegando muchas tortas, tranquila, ¿vale? Vamos. España.
So just hearing there in that timeout from Spanish head coach Victor Ramos. As teams coming out now, just 1 minute 37 seconds left now in this second quarter. So both teams, you know, looking for Spain, looking to extend their lead, Thailand looking to dig into that lead before we have 15 minutes at half time. So Warissa controlling things for Thailand. Down to Pimjai in the corner. That one doesn't drop for her, but Spain will secure it. So Hernandez looking to control things for Spain. Hernandez in to Sebastian. Finds Villarino. Villarino now. Hernandez on the wing. Shot clock is winding down. They're going to have to get something up. Hernandez settles on it. Doesn't drop that time. Orissa secures it. And Thailand can capitalise in this last minute of the second quarter. Orissa over to Natnapa. Natnapa back to Orissa. Orissa finding some great ball movement there from Thailand.
Yeah,
as it's
fantastic
Pimjai who
team
gets it to
basketball
go.
there. I think Spain kind of switched off there on her on that side. Didn't expect that final pass, and great finish there.
Some good ball movement. So just 9 seconds between shot and game clock. As Hernandez will bring it up for Spain, and a foul is called. That will be on the floor. And it'll be on Pimjai of Thailand. So Spain will keep possession. And no, they won't keep possession actually. They'll go to the free throw line as they are on team fouls. So Vicky Villarino now a chance just to extend that lead as she sinks the first. Second one is good to go. So Thailand can control the ball now as shot clock is off. They can look to control the clock. Orissa behind, wastes no time there, finding Natnapa inside. Natnapa through the contact. Somehow manages to get that one to go, and she'll take chips to the line. Big and one bucket from her.
Yeah, we can just see on the replay on the stream now as well. Great pass in there from the top of the key, great finish, and the M1.
Free throw's no good, but she cleans up her own shot. Great pass inside to the other side to find Pimjai, and we see some great possessions here from Thailand.
I'm not really sure. Spain just don't seem to be aggressive or fighting for the rebounds, which is quite surprising. It's not like them at all. And I'm sure that's something that the coach will speak to them about now during this 15-minute break.
So that will do it for this first half of action here in Guadalajara, as Spain currently on top, 35 points to 19. Thailand trailing, but as we spoke about, I mean, it's a game where the score doesn't necessarily reflect what's been happening on the court.
No, in the last kind of minute and a half of that first half definitely showed Thailand's dominance. They have dug deep into and they heard you, they dug deep into their lead, into their deficit to narrow down the lead of Spain. I don't think Spain are going to be very happy with the last minute and a half of their play. But yeah, I think it will just be a case now of them regrouping both sides and working on their strengths, and for Thailand, how they can defend Spain better, and how Spain potentially could stop Thailand with the easy rebounds and getting them their points.
Yeah, 100%. So looking at who's been leading the way, I mean, for Spain, it has been Vicky Villarino who's leading the way. She's on 14 points and has 7 rebounds to go along with it. Not far behind is Biza there with 12 points herself, 7 assists, and double-double watch for Isa Lopez, 9 points for her alongside 13 rebounds. Then for Thailand, here's Pimjai leading the way on 10 points. Following, not far behind, it is Natnapa with 6 alongside a rebound and assist to go along with it. So that's it for the first half action here in this game between Spain and Thailand. We're going to take a quick break, but for now, 13 minutes. Go and get your snacks, go and get your lunch. It's around lunchtime. But yeah, make sure you come back and tune back in 13 minutes, and we'll take you through the second half.
para volver. Dos minutos.
Hello and welcome back to the IWBF YouTube channel. We're here live in Guadalajara and it's been a really exciting women's repechage tournament so far. This morning we had a really good matchup. We saw Germany face up against Angola. Germany came out on top, and then right now in front of us we've got a second half action where we see Thailand facing Spain. I'm waiting for a really exciting second half of action. Let's hear from the Spanish head coach. So Spain obviously playing on their home court. They've They've had a pretty good first half, haven't they, Siobhan?
Yeah, I've been really impressed by both teams actually here this morning. Both started really dominant in the first quarter. Spain really showed their experience with their veteran players in the second quarter. Then towards the end, Thailand kind of showed that they were here to still perform. They weren't giving up easily and had 6 points within the last minute and a half. So great display of basketball from both sides. And I think we are going to be in for an exciting second half.
Certainly are. This team just coming out now will be Spain's ball to start off the third quarter, the second half of action. This team just coming out now, setting up, ready to play. There's referees just making sure everything's ready before we can start. So it will be a Spain ball to start off this second half. Zadeh. She wastes no time settling on that shot. Unfriendly roll though. And Marissa does secure the ball, but nope, it's stolen by Zadeh. Zadeh over to Lopez. Lopez sinks that one. And I don't think Spain could have asked for a better start, could they?
No, I think both Lopez and, well, all three of them players really dominant inside the key throughout the first half, and a fantastic then start to the second half as well.
Yes, and Marissa on the other waist. No time there. Nice pass there into Natnapa. She sinks that one. Basket is good, so she'll take trip to line to convert that one. And kind of similar to the way the first quarter started, you know, quick buckets from both sides.
Yeah, and sometimes it just is that you need to regroup and play that your fast style of basketball. I really hope that Thailand go back to their fast break play with their speed. Can't get that basket to drop, but yeah, fantastic dominant start here in the second half.
Yeah, Zadeh races down the floor on the other end, or on this end this time. Great pass inside to Villarino, and she sinks that one.
Yeah, definitely a player that's been really difficult to stop getting inside the key here this morning.
So Thailand have an opportunity now. Again, great pass there from Reversa, but can't get to drop. Thailand though have a fresh 14. Pimjai finds a cut in Marissa. She sinks that one, and it's just bucket for bucket at the moment.
Yeah, if Thailand could stop the Spanish forwards getting into the key easily, I think it could be a close, you know, easier for them to narrow this deficit down.
So Spain will look to answer back now. So some great ball movement inside there, but 3-second violation is called.
Yeah, I think she should have taken the shot aside rather than the extra pass. Great to see team basketball, great to see that, you know, you're sharing the ball around, but sometimes you do have to be selfish when Lopez had been camped in the key for longer than 3 seconds.
Yeah, so Thailand now can look to dig into this Spanish lead. As Marissa has it on the wing, setting things up, but step too far that time. So ball goes out of bounds. It will be Spain's ball. Zadeh. She has space. Thought about the shot, but decides to pass it inside there to Villarino. She gets that one to go. And there's just some textbook offences out there at the moment.
Yeah, she's not going to miss those either. And unfortunately for Thailand, when you've got someone as dominant as that inside the key, she is difficult to stop. It's going to be Thailand's ability to stop her to be able to get back into this game.
Yes, Marissa setting things up, clock running down, ball's loose. Zadeh comes up with it. She's off to the races. But Marissa's there. Extra pass though, extra pass, and then Spain finally get the finish. The ball movement out there at the moment is just excellent.
And Lopez is laughing. I don't think she was necessarily expecting that bullet pass there to her face. She caught it and did get the basket to drop.
Spain just extending that lead up by 20 points now, but Thailand getting it done on the other end. Quick bucket there from them. And for Thailand, it's just about keeping that momentum, isn't it?
100%. Keep chipping away, keep adding to the scoreboard as much as they possibly can, and trying to stop Spain from getting inside the key as easily.
There's the dad just cruising away inside the key there. Nice little easy layup. Just extending that lead. So Warissa again controlling the ball for Thailand. Warissa on the wing. Ball just out of bounds that time. As we'll see some substitutions for Thailand. We'll see Saolak check back into game. We'll see Pontip check back into game, as well as Pawarati. So table just confirming that they are ready. So referee's ready to pass the ball in. It will be Spain's ball.
Good to see there on the live stream as well that the Thailand coach has made some substitutions to get those 3 players off, just so he can talk to them, tell them exactly what he wants from them players that are on the floor. So I wouldn't be surprised if he gives them a couple minutes resting and gets them back on the floor. I think it'd be more of a defensive chat if I was their coach at the moment.
Yeah, so Spain now bringing the ball up on the other end. Will be Lopez. Settled on the shot. Banked in. As nice as you like it. So Thailand will look to answer with Marissa now on the other end. She has the ball. Just allowing her teammates to set up, just to create some space. Pass over to Saolak. Saolak settles on the shot and really, really unfriendly bounce that time, but that is a good look for her. Zadeh just muscling her way through that time, but foul's called. Basket's waved off. And for a team like Thailand, obviously they've had success in things like the Southeast Asian competitions where they won gold a couple of years back. But what is it for them, the experience playing against competitions like Spain?
Huge. They don't have the same exposure to the caliber of players. A lot of these members of the Spanish team do play in a mixed men's league as well, so the competition is harder and stronger for their development. And Thailand obviously are limited to where they live. They can't have geography, but they don't have as much exposure to the European League like Spain, like Germany do have earlier as well. For me, I think for them to see their development, I played against them just before Tokyo in 2019, and their development is huge. It's absolutely fantastic to see. So I think they're just going to get stronger and stronger. The fact they've even qualified for this tournament is a huge accolade to them. And, they've put 25 points on the board. I'm sure they wouldn't mind me saying if they wouldn't have done that even maybe 18 months ago against someone like Spain. So fantastic development from them, and they just need to continue to build and enjoy this tournament and lap it up and take as much experience in as possible.
Yeah, you can certainly see out there they're not backing down. They're not shying away from any opportunity out there. So Thailand ball, just over 5 minutes left to go in this third quarter. Warissa has it, just letting her teammates set up. Nat Napat on the wing, back to Warissa. Warissa inside there, trying to get an extra pass to Saolak, but Spain get a hand on it. And Zadeh can take her time with this one, and so she does. Can't get it to drop though, but
who else other than number 13, who's absolutely dominated. But very smart play by her to screen off the Thailand players, to give to Zadeh that open basket. She didn't get it to drop, but she was there to clean up and gain another 2 points to her already. Yeah, mighty performance here today.
You just can't give up on the play, can you? And that's a perfect example of that. So timeout is called now by Thailand. Let's have a listen in on their timeout.
They can recover. Come on, good pass, please. You're doing the best. I told you, don't go down. Play your jump, turn and attack. This line and opposite side. Move. If you see bad pass, come back. Okay? We need the safety. We need the safety. You understand? Stop here. We will try the line. Line defense 3 points, and we
really good there from the Thailand coach, being very explicit what he wants his players to do, which is fantastic. I liked how he was speaking about a couple of their forward players having that safety so Spain don't get as many fast break opportunities, and also where to position on defence. So before they played a very zonal defence, and now he wants their time, as the game has developed in the women's game, to now play high line defence. So hopefully they'll start to put that into play over the next couple of games.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it is only the first game of the tournament for them as well, so we'll definitely see that progress throughout, as Marissa of it for Thailand finds Nat Napat, but ball is knocked out of bounds that time. So just under 5 minutes to go here in this third quarter. And a technical foul is called.
Yeah, so I think the referee had already warned the players about going out of bounds, and I know it is difficult with the lines, but eventually the referee does have to make a decision. If it is gaining advantage to them on defence to get back into play, then it is a technical foul.
So Spain will have a chance now just to add one extra onto the total, as bees are there at the line now. She's on 14 points today. 14 points and 11 assists. Make that 15. And she's just a real all-round player, isn't she?
Yeah, definitely.
Say it all.
Yeah. And she's someone, as that mid-point player, 3-point player, that has to have the ability to ball handle, pass with the 11 assists that you've just mentioned, and able to contribute fantastically to their scoreboard. Kind of explains why she is so often chosen for either the All-Star or the MVP, because she can do a bit of everything but well, which is great to see.
Yes. Zidane has it now. As you said, controlling things for Spain. Just looking for that pass. Finds Lopez inside. Lopez can't get that one to drop, but just as we were speaking about, I mean, great pass inside there.
Yeah, she can see the floor very well, able to know where players are going to be.
Marissa tries to get a hand on that one. Pass from Salak. Can't get there. Spain do get a hand on it. We'll see some substitutions. We'll see Michelle Navarro check back into the game for Spain. And it will be Spain's possession from the baseline now. So what do we think of Thailand picking up in the full court now?
Yeah, I think it's a good different style of defence for them to try. Why not try it in the opening game? If it doesn't work, it doesn't really matter. They can learn from it. They'll get some video footage and be able to go away now and train and watch it back. Give it a try, and that's what I think is really exciting about Thailand's development, is they used to only play zonal defence and be very compact and not really push out. We've seen them play high line and now into a press, really showing their development in the wheelchair basketball world, which is great to see, and able to capitalise with a fantastic finish as well down the middle of the key. So yeah, their development is definitely exciting, and I think, over kind of this cycle into then obviously then 2032 as well, I think over the next kind of 4 to 6 years we will see the Thailand basketball team really stand their mark in this women's game.
Yeah, certainly getting it done out there today. There's Lopez just twisting away through there, but 3-second violation is called on Navarro that time. So Thailand will get the ball and go the other way. And we already spoke about it, but it is just the first game of the tournament as well. So they've got, 3 more games to try and implement new things, to try different things. And when better time to do it than against fresh competition?
Absolutely. They've not played, they may have played against Spain before, but not very often. And able to just gain that experience, get the video footage, learn as they develop as playing with each other. And like you said, they've still got 3 more games as well to be able to okay, that kind of defense didn't necessarily work against that team. Would it work against this team? Things like that. So, yeah, it's exciting to see. Hopefully, by Wednesday, Thursday, when we're watching them play, as they've played got a couple into their belts, to see their development. There is another foul called there on Thailand, so it will be Spanish possession.
Yeah, we also saw some substitutions there. Pim Jai checking back into the game. As Zadeh has it, looking for that pass, finds Lopez. Lopez can't get to ball, gets her own rebound and just finish it. And just that connection that we've seen all game, isn't it, between Zadeh and Lopez?
Yeah, you can tell they've definitely played together in a few tournaments. And yeah, her ability to rebound. Unfortunately, Thailand aren't as tall as some of the Spanish forwards, so it is a little bit easier for them to gain their boards.
And just as we speak about it again, there's a long pass over to Lopez. Lopez not even facing the basket that time, just able to get it done. She's on 19 points in the game to go with 14 rebounds. There's Sawalak has it on the wing. Back to Orissa at the top. Orissa finds Pim Jai down low. Shot clock running down. Orissa inside there to Parati. Can't get to drop that time. Great little possession there as the Dares off the races. Lets her teammates catch up though. And travel is called. So ball will go in the way of Thailand.
Yeah, for anyone that doesn't know, you are only allowed 2 touches or pushes on the wheel before you must pass or dribble that ball. As you can see there, she did 3.
So Pim Jai now for Thailand. We're at the top, background. There, great pass inside. Can't get it to fall, but Thailand are getting some good looks.
Yeah, really fantastic team basketball on display.
Zadeh, all by herself, manages to get that one to drop. And just around 1 minute, 30 seconds left in this third quarter now. I think the energy's dropped just a little bit.
Yeah, and I think it is difficult from both sides when either you are having a deficit or you are leading by so much to keep that adrenaline. The crowd's gone a little bit flat as well, and it is difficult. But for me, I think that after this quarter, I think the ability to go and speak to their coaches and regroup, I think they will have a strong fourth. Thailand still getting some really good shot opportunities off.
Yes, Rissa couldn't get that one to drop, but gets her own rebound. Finds Sawalak. Again, can't fall. Just under a minute to go now. Zadeh brings the ball up for Spain. Finding Lopez inside again. Lopez backwards sinks that one. And I mean, that's Zadeh's 14th assist of the game. Really just been dishing out some great passes.
I think as well, though, it's important for Lopez to practice finishing shots at different angles, because as she does face the likes of Germany, Australia, France, she will be forced into different positions to make those shots.
Ball just rolls out of bounds there, so referees discussing. Apologies, it won't be a Spain ball, it will be Thailand's ball. So Thailand, they'll have 8 seconds to get a shot up here. Just under 24 seconds left on the game clock. But they'll have to look for something quickly. Pim Jai finds Sawalak. Sawalak back to Pim Jai. Shot clock violation is called. So Spain will get possession now. They can look to use the clock for the last 14.5 seconds of this quarter. As Navarro brings things up. Zadeh finds Lopez inside. Lopez extra pass down low to Agat. Can't get to fall. Lopez does clean it up at the buzzer. Basket's good. Is basket good? I think basket is good. So referees just discussing that now, and we've got 2 minutes in between this quarter. We're just gonna listen into Spain's timeout before we discuss.
Cambiamos Rubia balón. Pasa Nayara para jugar 2 contra 2 con Irene. Se va a quedar en el medio la rubia, para que cuando juegues 2 contra 2 y no tengas el rol de Irene, utilices a la rubia en el medio. En el lado contrario, Lucía con Mitch intenta buscar línea de fondo. ¿Vale? Sí. En defensa, vamos a intentar crear la línea alta, en el medio del campo, en 3, ¿vale? Vamos a 3. Sí, lo tenemos claro. Se pone Irene en el centro. Irene, tú en el centro. Rubia, te vas con Nayara. Y en el lado contrario, Lucía con Mitch. ¿Vale? Venga, vamos, tía, vamos.
So, teams just coming out between quarters now. Just got a minute left to talk things over. So, 3 quarters in the books, 1 quarter left to play. For Thailand, obviously they are trailing, but there's a lot they can take from this game.
100%, and it is difficult when you are losing to kind of take the positives from what you have done. And I'm not saying they'll be able to do it immediately in the game or immediately afterwards, but their ability to compete with Spain, the scoreline again doesn't necessarily reflect how strong they have been in this game. They've been able to get some easier layups inside the, in their half of the basket, and they've also tried some new defensive styles for the first time. So lots of strengths, and everyone's also seen the floor and been able to contribute to the minutes for their national side.
Yeah, and then obviously for Spain, I mean, they do have quite a comfortable lead here, but even for them, there is still things they can take from the game.
100%. And for them as well, yes, it's positive. Yes, there's been, their forwards have dominated with the score. But for me, it would be looking at how they've allowed Thailand some of them easier baskets. And I know it's difficult when you are playing a team that you're not used to and they are a little bit slower. But if they are going to, compete against the higher ranked teams here this week, they will have to look at their defence and how they can stop them scoring as many points on the board.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a really exciting game from both sides for the first game of the tournament. So, start 4th quarter, it will be a Thailand ball. So, Marissa will set things up. She'll start off the quarter, and she has it on the wing. She has some space, thought about the shot. She does take it, and she sinks it. Rightly so, she should take it.
Thailand are really good at starting quarters. I think they're really good off a set play, and it'd be their ability now as they go throughout the tournament. How often can they get into that set play, not force the team to take them out of those plays? Because every single quarter they've started, they've had a really strong start, and we've just seen it now, a turnover, in for a layup, and another 2 points for Thailand. So yeah, really dominant, probably for like first 3 or 4 minutes of each quarter, and it's their ability to keep that going through the whole quarter.
Yeah, we're just wasting no time getting off the mark there. 2 quick buckets as Ortega for Spain. And Marissa again with the tough defense there. She's getting a hand on the ball. She's off to races. She'll have a chance, and she sinks it. 6 quick points from Thailand to start off the quarter.
It's changing at 30-point difference. Well, it's under 30-point difference, but she keeps doing that.
She does. And I mean, timeout called now by Spain, understandably, because I don't think head coach Victor Ramos will be happy with the defensive side, just like you were saying before. So let's listen to him.
Nayara. Rubia. Nayara, no te cruces. Quédate abierta. Rubia, a partir de aquí. Mitch. Lucía, lado derecho. No te vengas al lado contrario, Mitch. Aguantas, ¿vale? Es complicado que te meten el pase aquí abajo. Si no te lo metes de primeras, no empieces al lado contrario. Vuélvete para atrás, ¿vale? Vamos, venga, vamos.
So, teams just coming out of timeout now. Obviously, you said about Spain needing to talk through their defense, and I mean, them quick 6 points there can just say it all, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and I think yes, they are rotating. Yes, they are playing different players. They've also gone through, some different players and different coaching, things like that. But if they can give up 6 points to Thailand so easily, it doesn't really stand them in a good stand as they do progress throughout this week. So I totally get why their head coach will call an immediate timeout. And you can see now his passion on that live stream.
Yeah, so Ortega controlling things for them, looking to get first points of the quarter. As Navarro has it, back to Ortega. Ortega takes a shot, can't get it to drop. Ball knocked out of bounds, but Thailand can look to capitalise.
Yeah, and Thailand, again, like I said earlier on, offensively, they're really good when they're set up in a set play, but they're also when all 5 players are back defensively, much better job at stopping those easy baskets inside the key as well. So lots for them to gain positively from this game as well.
Yes, Marissa just racing the floor, gets the ball over safely. She'll look to drive, passes over to Pimjai. Pimjai settles on the shot, little short that time. It's not a bad look for them. Spain can look to break. Ball is loose, but Spain do come up with it. Marissa with the steal, and Thailand can look to capitalise off that turnover. And Pimjai underneath the basket, as easy as anything, gets it to fall. And Thailand, they just look really composed at that moment, don't they?
They look like they're enjoying the basketball. They're definitely taking on board what their coaches said, both at half-time and in that timeout, which is fantastic. You want a team that listens to their coach and takes it on board.
That one's no good there from Ramo. So again, Thailand can look to push the ball.
Spain have rotated their bench and are playing some of their inexperienced players. However, they are still strong. They are still have depth, and I do think that the coach isn't going to be very happy with the display kind of in the last 2.5 minutes from them.
Definitely is. We see Pimjai taking trips to the line now. I mean, you said it already about, yourself. You've noticed the progression that Thailand have had the past couple of years. But I mean, even in this game, we've seen them
100%. And I think also the coach's development. He's been able to adjust the way that Thailand had to play against Spain. He probably hasn't got much video. They've probably not played each other before or not that often. And he's been able to adjust his defensive style and their offensive style to suit the Spanish side, which is a fantastic trait to have in a head coach.
So Spain now looking to get done on the other end. Can't get that one to drop. Can Ramo, but it's rebounded by Navarro. Ball's passed out. Pass back inside. Foul is called though. And I think that one will be on Marissa.
Yeah, there's no disagreement. That was definitely a foul. You could hear the sound of the 2 chairs colliding. Foot plate straight in. But it does allow, and I know there are going to be some substitutions, but it does allow Thailand to get back into that set defence. And as we have seen throughout this game, when they are set in their defence, they do have the ability to stop Spain getting those easy baskets inside the key.
Yeah, we'll see some substitutions. We'll see Sara Revuelta check back into the game alongside Vicky Villarino. So, ball's in. Navarro has it. Out to Ortega. Round to Villarino. She can look inside. Pass back in there to Ortega. Can't get it to drop. But Revuelta can get it out. Fresh 14. Long pass round to Villarino. She can take her time on that one. Little too heavy off the back iron, so Marissa can set things up for Thailand. Marissa, she has some space in the wing. Pimjai has it. She looks to drive. Kicks it back out though. Back into Pimjai. Can't get it to fall, but another great possession from them. Ortega. Over to Villarino. Villarino looking to drive in now. She does have some space, but opts to pass into Navarro down there. Nice, easy one. But this time it'll be a Thailand timeout. Just as the momentum was with Thailand, Spain have kind of woken up a little bit.
Yeah, made some substitutions, had a timeout, and I think we will now hear from the Thailand head coach.
After the shoot, we put the pressure on the player and we stop them. We don't dance with them. We stop them, please. ¿Qué? Oh!
You'll see here now some replays of the Spanish offense.
So for Thailand, obviously, timeout that called there. I mean, what was the main thing that they need to speak about following that 4 minutes?
I mean, mainly in the timeout, I mean, he's got perfect English, which really helps me to be able to understand what he is saying, but he spoke about press defence, so another new defensive style for Thailand to try. Spoke about not dancing with their chairs and stopping them, which is a really important. Offensively, they're doing really well. I think it will just be now the case of how they can stop Vicky taking easy shots into the basket. It's easier said than done. She is a difficult player to stop. But, you know, kind of for the last 6 minutes, what can they gain from this game now? Not necessarily reflecting the scoreboard, but what can they take into the next games that they're going to be playing throughout this tournament? Give a press a try, get some video footage and learn from it and develop as they go throughout this tournament.
Yeah, definitely. They've had a great start to the tournament. They're going to be a really exciting team to watch as they'll have possession now from the sideline. Nat Napa. Round to... Background to Veronica. She has it. Marissa can't get that one to drop. But Villarino comes up with it. She's off to the races. Villarino settles on the shot. Can't get it to drop. But again, Spain just cleaning it up. Navarro that time. And they really just crashed the offensive boards all game, haven't they?
Yeah, I think it's difficult with their height difference as well and their experience of how to crash the boards as well. But Thailand are doing a good job at trying to make it a bit harder for them, but sometimes if they're taller than you, so it is a difficult thing.
Yeah, there's a foul called there on the shot, so Pimjai will now take a trip to the line. She's had herself a game, 12 points in the game for her. Chance now to add on extra 2. Can't get the first one to drop, but Pimjai, experienced player in this Thai team. Winning gold at the Southeast Asian Para Games. As couldn't get that one to go, but managed to clean it up. So just over 5 minutes left here in this fourth quarter of action. Revuelta bringing it up, but travel violation is called.
And it just shows there as well, when Thailand have put the pressure on Spain with their defensive pressure, they are forcing Spain to be shocked by it and make those mistakes of travelling or turnovers or whatever it may be. So, yeah, good to see Thailand really trying a new defensive style for themselves.
Yeah, they're certainly getting some successes. Marissa, long pass to Pimjai. Pimjai inside to a cutting Waritsura. Takes the shot, can't get it to go. Marissa comes up with it, kicks it out to Natnapan. Can't get that shot to fall either. So Spain will look to push. Basoko in to Villarino. Villarino has some space, can't get it to drop, but again will clean up. And I mean, for Vicky Villarino in the game, 22 points, 11 rebounds, just been a force inside. As a foul is called. So Thailand will keep possession, as we'll see some substitutions in for Spain. As B. Zadar will check back into the game alongside Lucia Ramo. Pimjoy has it for Thailand, back up to the top. Marissa round to Natnapa. Ball's knocked, and Spain will look to break. So there, nice pass inside there. Over to Navarro, but she can't get to fall, but a foul is called, so she'll take a trip to the line. Sinks the first. Can't get the second, but Zadeh does clean it up, and she is fouled this time. So now she'll take a trip to the line. As we'll see some substitutions now for Thailand. As Vikamda checks back into the game. As Zadeh sinks the first. Second falls for her, so Arissa can look for Thailand. Not Pinat. Tried to get it inside to Nutapom there, didn't get it to go though. As Navarro has it, finds Revuelta inside, and she gets that one to drop.
Yeah, and you can definitely see the difference when Zadeh isn't on the floor and with her ability to be that ball handler and create. When she took some time off, you could see that, you know, the Spanish side struggled a little bit offensively, and also her leadership on the floor as well.
Yes, Thailand couldn't capitalise off their possession, so Zadeh all alone pushing that one. But Napana comes across, puts on that pressure. Basako comes up with it, and she'll get a shot off. So Spain just sharing the scoring out there at the moment. Because Nutapom passes it to Pimjai. Back to Nutapom. Finds Napanat. As ball's tipped by Zadeh. Can she get there? Yes, she can. Waits for the finish. Draws the foul, so she'll take another trip to the line now.
Yeah, she's definitely not the player that you want to be sending to the line when she's had such a strong performance here this morning.
Yeah, some substitutions will be made for Thailand. As we'll see, Powerati check back into the game. As Pimjai takes a seat. And I mean, I said Zadeh, probably not a player you want to be sent to the line. She's 62% from the free throw line so far in this game. So she can now look just to add on to her total. Sinks the first. Gets the second to drop as well. We'll see some substitutions. This time it will be for the assigned home team as Isa Lopez checks back into the game alongside Carmen Hernandez. So just over 2 minutes here left in this matchup as Orissa will bring it up for Thailand. Parati back to Orissa. Orissa looking to drive in, finds Parati though. Look for the shot, can't get it to go. Out to Nutapom. Nutapom keeps it in bounds. Just an inch too far on that one though.
That's really unfortunate. She pushed so hard to get to that sideline to keep the ball in. But unfortunately her big wheel was on the line.
So now Spain can look to capitalise. Hernandez. Looking for some space. Finds Revuelta on the corner though. Can't get it to drop. So Marissa with the rebound. She'll push. It's the 9th rebound of the game. Marissa found some space. Thought about the shot. But finds Natnapa instead. Natnapa going to work now. Back to Marissa. And really unlucky bounce there. Got a bit of a wedgie going on, so Moisture Technician will come and assist it down.
I know.
And for Spain now looking to kind of close out this game. They just need to kind of look after the ball, don't they?
Easier said than done, yeah. But yeah, no, absolutely. And great to see coach, give everyone a rotation, everyone seeing the floor this morning. 13-year-old ball handling.
His shot doesn't drop that time. But foul is called. As you see there. Sebastian just putting a hand up, she knew, apologies, Irene Basoko just putting up, she knew it was a foul, but sometimes you have to move on with it.
Yeah, it's part of the game, unfortunately. You have 5 fouls for a reason.
Yeah, exactly.
So she'll be okay.
So Parati now, just under a minute to go for Thailand. Nat Nepal on the wing, over to Orissa. Orissa lines up for that shot. Can't get the line on it though. So Spain can look to push. They can use the clock here, as Ramo has it. Finds Hernandez though. Hernandez can't get the shot to drop, but Parati will look to push. Apologies, Nat Nepal will look to push. She'll slow it down. 4-second difference between shot and game clock. Finds a cutting Nuttapon there, and she gets that one to fall.
Yeah, great finish there by her. I think that's been really impressive by Thailand as well. No matter what the score has been or what they're faced with, they haven't given up. They played with, true grit and with, resilience and showcase that they deserve to be at this tournament.
Yeah, they really do. They've shown why as Spain opt to dribble the ball out. And that final buzzer will do it. Spain do come out on top against Thailand. Thailand couldn't get there in the end, but what a great game all around it was from both sides.
Yeah, both sides really, had moments of greatness and moments that they need to learn from, and I think that's what happens in the first game of a tournament. Spain obviously really dominated offensively and could definitely clean up with some of their defensive moments, and Thailand both, great display of different defensive styles and some of their players really showcasing their talents as well.
Yeah, so teams now just shaking hands. So before we head off, let's take a look at some of the leaders throughout that game. So for Thailand, they did not give up the whole time. For them, Marissa, she had 14 points in the game alongside 9 rebounds and 5 assists. Big performance from her. Pimjai, not far behind. She had 14 points herself to go along with it. Then taking a look at Spain. Sure, it's probably no surprise, but it is Isa Lopez. 25 points from her, 63% from the field, 17 rebounds. 25 points, 17 rebound, double-double. Big performance from her. Not far behind, it was Vicky Villarino. 22 points for her, alongside 11 rebounds. Some big performances all around. But final score from here, Spain come out on top. Thailand fell a bit short, and that will do it for this game. So, next up, we'll see another really exciting matchup where we'll see Colombia face up against Australia. Make sure you check back in for that game. But for now, from myself, Ishanaya, and Siobhan Fitzpatrick, we're going to say goodbye. And yeah, we'll see you later.